first thing I'm going to do is take my Laura Mercier Oil-Free Foundation Primer. I'm just going to place that all over my face. Y'all forgive me, I'm sick right now. I have a little cold. Then I'm going to take my Mario Badescu spray, my Urban Decay setting spray, and I'm just going to spray that all over my face. Then I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just going to place it over my eye, and this is in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And then I'm going to rub it out with my finger and set that with some Laura Mercier translucent powder, and this is going to act as my eyelid primer. But yeah, I'm sick. I have a cold. My nose is stuffed up and I've been coughing, and I just hope and pray that I do not look sick as I am in this video, because I did not want to refilm it. Then I'm going to take this color right here, and it's going to be my transition shade, and this is from the Morphe 350 palette, the matte palette. I love this palette. This is like my go-to everyday palette. I love this palette because you can do so much with it. You don't even know. Then I'm going to take this orange shade right here, and I'm going to start placing it in my outer V area. And then when I have a little bit left on my brush, I'm going to move it into the front of the eye. So this was supposed to be a orange smoky eye or a warm smoky eye until, I don't know, I just decided to pop some glitter in there, so then it turned into like an orange glitter halo smoky eye. And it's so funny because after I did it, after I filmed this video, I hopped on YouTube and I saw a similar look from Tiffany Soto, so I thought that was really funny. Look at me, y'all, just coughing away. Then I got this other orange shade, and I'm just going to basically place this all over my lid. And I'm blending that into everything as well. Dang. Y'all, this is literally me coughing up a storm. So then I'm going to take this kind of medium brown shade, and I'm going to place it in my crease just to give my eyes some definition. Then I'm going to go with this reddish orange red, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to place it like on my lid, but again everywhere on my eye. Excuse me. Then I'm going to take this glitter shade, and this is from sorry guys, this is from Anastasia. I cannot remember the name of the color right now, but I'm going to place this on the middle of my lid, and then I'm going to do the same to the other eye. Then I'm going to take the brush that I had the medium brown on, and I'm going to basically blend out the edges so that they're not so harsh, so you can tell. Then I'm going to take my Pro Conceal just to cover up some of this redness that I'm having right there, and it blended out so much. So I had to take my beauty blender and just, you know, blend it out a little more. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia foundation stick, and this is in the shade Cocoa. I'm just going to literally place it all over my face. I'm going to spray some Urban Decay setting spray, the matte one, or the de-slicking spray, I believe that's what it's called. And I'm going to spray that on the brush, and then with some Fix Plus, and then use it to rub out the foundation stick. And I do that just to make sure that I get a matte finish, and it's easier for me to blend out foundation sticks when I do it that way. Guys, I do look sick. Oh my gosh. Hopefully it doesn't look that bad. Oh my gosh, I really want to get this video up for you guys today. Oh man, this is not good. I've been gone, and I planned on, you know, being consistent, and then that whole situation happened with my eye, and now this. Oh my god. So now I'm going to take my NYX concealer, and I'm just going to place it under my eye, and I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and blend that out. And of course, I'm going to set that with some Laura Mercier translucent powder. So I'm setting that with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and then I'm going to place the translucent powder under where I would put my contour at, just so that it makes sure I have a strong contour. Then I'm going to place it on my nose because my nose gets really oily, especially when I'm sick, and a little bit on my forehead. So I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shading Light Contour Palette. This is my first time using it, and I must say I really love the contour shade. It reminds me of the Anastasia contour shade Espresso, which is one of my favorites. I have it in the contour palette, and then I also have it in the that little Z palette, extra small Z palette that I use for my contour shades. Yep. It reminds me of that, so I think I'm going to love this palette. So then I popped on my lashes, and these are the Lily lashes in the shade Mykonos. And of course my glue is drying right now, so I know it's looking crazy. But I'm just doing my normal routine, wiping off my Laura Mercier powder with the Black Radiance foundation powder. Then I'm going to take this MAC blush in the shade Peachy Keen, and I'm going to place it where blush goes. And then I'm going to take my highlight in Champagne Pop from Becca, and I'm just going to place that on the high points of my cheeks and on the high points of my brow and blend that in. Then I'm basically taking every single color that I use on my eye on my under eye, and what I'm doing is I'm connecting the bottom part to the outer view of my eye, kind of making everything connect, so it's kind of like a cat eye, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope I'm explaining it right. And then I'm even going to take that glitter shade that I put, and I'm going to place that under my eye as well. So then I'm taking some mascara from Milani. I think this is called Lash Trifecta, and I'm just going to place it on the bottom lashes and on the top lashes. You know the deal, you know the routine. Then I'm going to take my Kylie lip kit in the shade Pumpkin. And this is where things get kind of crazy. So I'm going to take the lip pencil and I'm going to place it all over my lips. And then I'm going to go over top that with the liquid lipstick. But I feel like maybe I should have mixed this with the pink or something, because I think the look ties in well together, but I just feel like the orange is too orange. And I feel like my eyes have like a more pinkish orange, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I like it, but I just wish I would have mixed it with something. It's still cute though, you know. I love the way this look came out. I just hope that I do not look that sick. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
I know what you want, I know what you want, I know what you want. Just let me make a call, let me make a call.